Hello, this is a source walkthrough of the things that we have done, which are slightly different for the video clock text and the video boost. So here are the changes. So the first change that was made is in the clock object. We'll open the clock object in Visual Studio Code, and this video booster clock variables, this is actually the code that has been changed or has been added. So here we have video booster clock variables and all of the various keys, integers, and all of the strings that need to be used for the video booster clock. Most of them are keys and integers. This is where the auto click timer is, and this is where the video boost timer is. In this region we are actually handling the video boost clock, and we are also handling how much time we will add every time the user clicks a video boost button. Once the video boost button is clicked, we will actually change a value of the player prefs over here, which is going to change the number of the hours, as well as it will also change the number of the amount of time that the user actually has. This is how it's being changed. So each and every time you click a button, the video booster button, a number will be deducted, and this is the player prefs string value that is handling that. We also have a simple get video clock time in string format function, which is going to get the video clock string in a string format. And we've got this video booster button clicked variable, that function that is actually handling the actual clicking of the video booster. This video booster is basically going to work as intended. It is working right now as intended. There are no bugs, I believe, and we have also tested it. We also have another string over here, which is for the player prefs, called player video boost value, which is actually going to turn to 2, which will basically start doubling whatever the player does. The auto click functions, as well as the vault functions, as well as the click function, is going to double that. This is the code that is handling it. I'm going to open up the UI screen script right now. This script is basically, it's a very large script, and over here we've got a few functions which are going to actually handle the video booster. I'm just trying to find them. Oh yes, I also need to show you this code. This is how you're submitting the leaderboard code. Leaderboard score over here, this is the line for that, and this is actually CloudOnce, the CloudOnce variable, the CloudOnce plugin, the CloudOnce plugin, and this is going to, this line of code is going to actually add the score of the player to the leaderboard that we've defined in the game. The leaderboard is also working. Once we have all of this, we are actually going to go down, and I'm going to actually try to find the oh yeah, this is the CloudOnce initialization function, which is going to initialize the CloudOnce plugin, which is for the leaderboard. Over here we've got the rewarded video functions. You can see that these are the functions that are actually handling the rewarded video, and this is also using the standard Unity callbacks. I'll get back to this once I show it to you. You can see over here that this class is actually getting the iUnity as listener, which is basically going to handle all of the callbacks for the rewarded video. So we'll go back to our region called rewarded video functions, and over here we've got video booster button clicked. So once we have this, if the advertisement is ready, we are going to actually show the rewarded video, and if the video has been watched, these are the functions that run. So you can see over here that these are the functions that will run, if the statements that will run once the video has been watched. So we are going to actually initialize the variable called in the clock object, clock video clock object dot instance dot video time initialized, which is basically setting it to 1, which is telling the script or telling the game to initialize the clock. Over here we've got an integer for the to set the player prefs integer to set the video initialized key, so the game knows that the clock has been initialized. And we also have a player prefs float for the add time, so we can add time each and every single time, or add an hour every single time a button is clicked, which is being handled over here. You can see that we are actually adding an hour for each and every time the button is clicked. It can only be done 5 times, so there is the video booster functions. These video booster functions should not be changed. I don't recommend changing them, but you can change them if you want to test stuff or figure out how it's working. But the functions depend on each other, so any change can actually break the game. Thank you very much, and looking forward to any other tasks that you have.